This is my hair color at the moment. It is going through 1,000,010 different color changes. It is looking patchy, ugly, faded, tired, dull. I am in need of an extreme hair transformation, and I have thought up the best, cutest, and funnest hair transformation for the summertime. It involves bleach, it involves color theory, and I'm about to get my hands super dirty. Let's get down to business. I have let my hair do its thing for quite a long time now, going from orange to green to magenta to galaxy hair, and I finally feel like a bit of a change. So far, I have been adamant on using only semi-permanent hair colors on my hair, and that is because I want to maintain the integrity, porosity, and bond structure of my hair as much as possible. The minute you introduce something like ammonia or peroxide to your hair, it is going to alter the hair structure. And for the most part, I'm going to be sticking to that today, but I'm also bleaching my hair. And before we all get too crazy, I want to explain the concept that I have in mind, because I think it's going to be extremely sexy and it is the best possible alternative for bleaching our hair without too much damage. Extremely low damage. Bleaching. Hair is one of the very first things that people recognize about you. That is why having the correct hairstyle, shape, color for yourself is so important. One of the best ways that you can obviously do this is by bleaching your whole head and dyeing it some bright color. It is usually extremely attractive, but as most people know, bleaching your whole head is an extreme feat for the hair to go through. Even I do not advocate it, and I normally say you can do this maybe once a year to maintain your hair and be able to dye it consistently and continuously change your hair color. But in reality, you don't actually need to bleach your whole entire head for you to have a recognizable visual difference. In reality, you only need to bleach your hairline to have a visual difference. I present to you the money piece. Money piece only recently became popular. Beforehand, we didn't usually touch the hairline, and anytime we used to bleach, we used to do like our whole head, or as highlights, or as the ends of our hair. But the money piece, or as it's now starting to get the name Scandinavian hairline, is where you bleach either a very, very, very fine section of your hairline, or else you can even go chunkier if you want a bigger effect. But all we're really doing is just applying the bleach to the front section of our hair and then coloring it a different color. The reason why this is so important, because your face and your hairline is the very first thing that people will notice. We can say that this girl's hair is actually a dark berry color, even if the back of my head is a completely different color. So ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be bleaching my hair, but not all of my hair. In fact, I'm literally only going to bleach maybe 5% of the hair that I actually have, but that 5% is going to be so valid and effective in implementing change that you are going to want to try this summer. That means 90% of our hair, zero damage, zero change. The structure of our hair isn't going to change. It's literally just this small part. The downside is obviously if we accidentally screw it up or over bleach it or put too much chemical stress on it and it falls off, it is a very noticeable part of our hair. But it's something we are okay with. Another thing that does tend to stress people out is understanding what products, chemicals, formulas they need for their own hair, and normally I recommend a variety or a series of products that you need to get, normally from different retailers, different brands, different price points. It can be a tiny bit confusing. So today I'm using a kit. Today I'm using this for the very first time. This is Kiss. It is a complete bleaching and hair dye mixture. It is literally just a box dye that has everything in it. While there is a tiny bit of stigma surrounding box dyes, I have to give it up for this particular box dye for making it as easy as possible for the user to understand what the hell they're doing and for them to literally be able to create what's on their box. Today I went with the blue Topaz and the Frosé mixture. And you can see they're very, very vivid colors. But one thing that I really like is that this box actually encourages mixing. The first thing we need to do is section our money piece. This is the sectioning that I went with. It is basically an all over 1-ish centimeter or half an inch section all around my hairline, but obviously I did have to go a bit further in because I do have a slightly higher temple area. This is literally all that I'm gonna be bleaching today. I accidentally drank 2 coffees today and I'm literally shaking so much. I appreciate this because the very first thing that it tells you is perform a strand test before the application. Why? Because your hair might not be able to handle the bleaching, or it might need a longer processing time, or if you have underlying color, it's going to be uneven. Mix 1 to 2 with cream developer. If your hair has chemical damage, mix in a 1 to 3 ratio. Quiz! Why is this powder telling us to mix in a 1 to 2 ratio if we have virgin hair, but 1 to 3 ratio if we have damaged hair? That is correct. It is because the strength of the bleach is still always in the powder. Even though we are using a 40 volume developer, it is the bleach that has the strength, meaning the more powder there is in our mixture, the stronger it will be. The less powder, like in a 1:3 ratio, the less strong it will be. I do have chemically altered hair, so we're going for 1:3. Their bleach is below. Man, I love dyeing my hair and trying out new products. It's like science in a tray. Thick and creamy, baby. See, I don't want the hair to go into my eyeballs. Why? Why? To keep away from eyes. If in eyes, rinse out thoroughly. The reason I don't want to do that, I have a cute eye look. If I rinse, I smudge, and it's too much work. So if you don't have mesh because you're at home, use foil. If you don't want to use foil because your hair doesn't need that much heat, use saran wrap, plastic wrap. This area of my hair, especially you can see it right there, is mostly virgin roots. That means that that hair has never been chemically altered. This part of my hair has been chemically altered slightly. This part right here has been severely chemically altered and is now very, very porous. It doesn't hold on to color well, and it is dry and duller than the rest of my hair. Virgin hair lifts the quickest. Very chemically altered and porous light hair is going to be the second quickest to lift, and this is the area that probably needs the least bleach. This part is going to take the longest. This has dyes, this has color, this has a tiny bit of product maybe. This part in the middle is going to be the most difficult to bleach. So there's where we need to start first. Now the fact that this is 40 volume is a tiny bit something that I need to be wary of. 40 volume is not something that I like to put on my hair that much. The reason why I'm not minding it all that much today is because I'm going to be able to monitor it very quickly because it's a very small area of hair. If we were to do this on our whole entire head, we'd have to move extremely quickly because 40 volume is like putting your oven on the highest heat setting. It's going to bake super quickly and then it's going to burn. Whenever you're bleaching, your hair needs to be like crazy saturated. Like you need to apply way more product than you think. Can't believe I'm bleaching my hair again. Level 7 hair, 30 minutes. Level 5 hair, 35 minutes. Level 4 hair, 40 minutes to reach full bleaching. Today I'm going to be creating. Today I'm going to try to create a purple that is more lavender, like a light lavender, because that is a color that I really like, but I do not like Barney purple, and it's giving a tiny bit of Barney purple. So we're going to use our color wheel and our color theory understanding to create a type of purple that I do not hate. But to get there, I need to get pretty blonde in the front. There's a high likelihood that your hair will not be turning mint unless you also dyed your hair green around 2 months ago. And we leave it another 10 minutes before we do the rest. Ten more minutes, wash it off, and then it's time for the fun part, colors. But I need to have lunch first. Almost forgot. It's really fun to bleach your hair because it gives you such a beautiful hair history of everything you've ever put on your hair. It's crazy! Completely virgin hair. At some point there was red dye. Here, at some point, there was either green or blue dye that traveled pretty far into the hair shaft. Now I know what you're thinking. Oh my god, there's too much banding and the color isn't going to come out sweet. You're half right. There is a ton of banding, but that just means I have to compensate a bit more in my color. Most likely, I'm not going to go as pastel as I want to, because otherwise the color is going to show through. So I have to find a middle ground. We can start to see the effect. Let's mix up some colors. First thing I want to do is understand what these colors look like on their own. Ooh, completely unexpected color. I'm gonna lie, they're pretty light in color. I want to see what happens when we mix the two together. Ooh, that looks pretty. The most stunning lavender color ever. So one thing that's going to be very interesting for me is working with a gel-based formula. Most semi-permanent dyes are cream-based dyes, meaning that they have this very kind of opaque look. There are, however, gel-based dyes, exactly like you see here, that could be just as opaque as the cream-based, but it's a more interesting medium to work with because you can't immediately see it. That being said, I'm gonna be so excited to start with this, and then I'm thinking of just following up the rest of my hair with nothing but frizz. It would be really cool if this would turn into a silvery color at the base. Oh my god! I haven't had a light color in such a freaking long time. It looks really dark when I apply it on the hair, but then you can see kind of here, it's got that really nice lavender look. Dyes are applied. Now I'm going to wait 40-ish minutes to let the color seep into my hair. I'm very curious to see how it looks and the two colors together. I'm also realizing I'm a tiny bit of a hypocrite because I keep saying I don't like purple and I keep leaning towards purple. But from what I've seen, this is going to be the nicest lavender mixture, hopefully, that I've ever created. 3, 2, 1. Sometimes I tell you guys that I hate purple. Then there are moments like these where I'm like, I'm a hypocrite because this is so fucking cute. Oh my god, I need to find a really cute hairstyle to go with the hair and the makeup. Clearly we have a vibe going on. How cute is that? I think I want to go for the uneven curl. The color is grown on me. I think it's really sweet when you can see growth in yourself, and I kind of make a point to acknowledge or monitor myself regularly, because I'm the sort of person that will say she hates something. But really and truly, you can't hate something you don't try. I thought it was high time to find a shade of purple that I loved, and this is it. Seeing this little pop of lavender show through the rest of this berry hair color is one of the highlights of my entire hair color career. And this thing is something that I love so much just because it's such a unique color. Currently, there are 3 different shades of purple. There is the lavender hairline that I have going all through from the roots to the end. Then my berry kind of root area that was also obviously the previously kind of red root that I covered up with the Frosé blue topaz mix, and then that same color in the ends of my hair, which were blue, into this very deep purple that again typically I do not like, but like this it kind of feels like an art installation of 3 colors that are so similar but clearly different. I'm a bit sad that I didn't do it all over my whole head, but at the same time bleaching my whole head sounds nightmarish. That being said, my hair is still so freaking good. Like, I was half expecting this part of my hair to just chop off. One thing that does happen if you overlap bleach is that it can break at certain points, and I was half expecting that to happen. But no, we still have all of our length completely, like nothing broke, despite using 40 volume and leaving it on for 40 minutes. Guys are going to be listed down below, although today I kept it super simple and I used nothing but a singular box dye because I want to see also what it's like to buy colors that aren't naturally associated with a professional line. Box dyes are really convenient in that they contain literally everything that you need, from the bleach to the tools to the dyes. Always do not forget to do a patch test of literally every single item before you do anything. I need to go photograph this because this is genuinely one of my favorite color transformations ever, just because it's so weird and it's already given me an idea for a completely different color combination that is, you guys are gonna hate the next one. Oh my god, but this one, so cute. Let me know your thoughts of this down below. I know we have some reservations about the color purple, so let me know. All products are going to be listed down in the description box below. And if you're new to this channel, join the Stella family. Let's learn a thing or two together. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you give it a go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! I need to go show this to my friends. Oh my god.